Everybody, Selena Gomez's mama the other day went to the hospital due to the fact that they had an argument over her hooking up with Justin Bieber. And I was gonna do a story about her leaving the weekend for Justin Bieber because I think it was stupid. But I'm gonna give both my intake on this situation. Okay, so they said that there was also an argument between her and Selena. Now, y'all gotta forget. I'm sorry. I think her birthday around by Jennifer Lopez's birthday. I think close to my grandfather's birthday, 31st or 30th of July. I'm an August Leo. Selena Gomez, I don't like her. Don't let you know. I don't like Selena Gomez, but what she said about Black Lives Matter and the Kanye and Kim versus Ted Swift situation last year. Okay, when my hair was down, I was gonna get it done that day, and I went off on Selena Gomez and it was thunder and light, and I was cursing the storm. Okay, that was last July, last year. Okay, not this year. Last July is in 2016. So, if you go run my video, run that back. I ain't forget what she said about who gives a flying fuck about Black Lives Matter. And this woman has a Negro nose from her Afro mestizo, Mexican father. Can't deny the black DNA because it sure came out her doggone nose. Okay, her mother's Italian. Okay, so anyway, I lost all respect for her when she said it, okay? Because if she forgot that Latinos get shot by the police too, and they don't put them on the news, I'm part Hispanic too. At the time, I realized that, when I did more research on my ancestry, okay? Spanish Creole from Louisiana, Real. And I did mention it the videos last year when I had was big and then like we on that video about my English roots on my mom's side of the family that I did research on. But I said mention Real, but I remember it took me a while to understand. Yeah, my Hispanic, I had to really do deep research on that last name Real, and it is Spanish. Okay, so it's funny. We speak Spanish all the time, and I know. Anyway, so so I guess us, okay, but all right, but like the Latinos that from they're known as Latino in the United States, with the exotic look, of course, those what they look like because we all come in different colors, okay, but those from south of the border, and not only Mexico, from Central America, the Caribbean, South America as well, they get shot too, okay? My Latino sisters and brothers get shot too by the police and get beat by police too, okay? So they don't put that on news, okay? And she'd be next Latino version of Sandra Bland, okay? But when she did, I lost all respect for her. I used to love her, okay? But I don't love her no more. So, now, I know you're going to say you a hypocrite because I'm about to defend somebody. Yes, I'm going to defend Selena Gomez. First of all, we're both Leos, okay? Just like my second role model and second love, Whitney Houston told her mama in that movie, if that is true, but I do believe that she did tell her mama straight up, I'm a marry Bob Brown for myself. I can leave him for you. You know what I'm saying? Letting her know that I don't care my decision because us Leos, we follow our passion. Okay? And just like Selena Gomez, she love Justin. Okay? She gonna follow her passion. She don't care anything in the world. We our decisions. We the head decision maker. Okay, we don't want our parents, nobody to just run our lives. Okay, so I'm not trying to be a hypocrite, but as Leo, we let our decision, let nature take its course when it comes to our decisions. Okay, we don't want our parents, grandparents, we don't want no brother, sister, we don't know enemy, anybody interfere our decision. We worry about the future of the decision. We don't worry about what your opinion is. Okay, so. That being said, I do think because she is 26 years old or 25, she's a grown woman. She's over the age 18. To her mother, I understand you love your daughter, but she let her go. Okay? You cannot when you God forbid when you go, who gonna run Selena? Her dad? And when he go, who gonna run Selena in? Justin Bieber? Okay? You know what I'm saying? So you gotta let any person be independent. You cannot be that mama to a baby no more anyway. She's your child, but she's an adult child. She's no longer in diapers. It's time for her to grow up. So therefore, if instead of you get all emotional stuff, you control your life, baby. Take the ground salt, be strong woman, and let this young woman of yours go along to find her husband. Okay? Now, That being said, I had to defend her rights. It does talk about in what Galatians 4 or 5 about adulthood. You no longer a slave. Okay, so she's of age now. She's no longer a slave to you no more. So therefore, over the age 18, she's grown. Let her make her own decision. She get see my range. If she fucks up, that's on her. I fuck up too when I'm in and I learn. And guess what? I'm in a curse and talk about God. But when I make my own mistakes and I learn from 'em, that's different from the Almighty. I don't need no dumb, corrupted human being of any sort trying to store my decision, trying to make my decision be like theirs, make my life be like theirs. Okay, when I don't want it. Okay, so that's why I prefer my experience and let the whole Almighty teach me what I need to do wrong. Okay, I don't need those dumb human beings to do that for me. It does talk about in Romans 10 about I find by those see me and find ask me. So when Paul was talking about from Isaiah, so therefore I don't need a human being to guide me when I don't want them. Okay, you cannot correct a person who don't want to be corrected. That's what Proverbs 9:7-9. And I am a scoffer, so I let you know that don't correct a scoffer, okay? We learn our own mistakes, okay? And that's the best teacher. A lot of things I changed in my life due to personal mistakes that I made, and I learned from what happened from the Almighty. I didn't learn from human beings. Human beings, especially they were being ugly and rude. I didn't learn from them because they were being contradictory to what they was talking about being ugly and rude and evil. And they can't teach evil. You can't be evil teaching good, okay? God dog, okay? So call it like it is. So I think you should let her go. She's not a baby no more. She's not the little girl from what's that dinosaur Bernie. She's not the little girl no more. She's grown. She gonna make mistakes. She gonna bump her head. That's part of being human. Now, do I think that should go back to Justin Bieber? Hell no. I understand Justin Bieber's in church and all that. I will admit that all I am a Justin Bieber fan. I did defending him, and I defend him using the N word. I did defend him changing because at all of us at a young age, someone like Hulk Hogan. No, let me tell you something. You that old and you still using the N word. They let you know you're still a race. Okay, I'm glad that Thoughts recorded him. Talking about Hulk Hogan, because I was a big Hulk Hogan fan back in the day, and I was glad he was tanning his skin, get close to my camera skin, okay. And I want to wear blonde with my head, and with a yellow do rag on my head, and the red yellow tank top, and look like Hulk Hogan, okay. When I was a little kid growing up, but guess what? I'm glad I didn't do all that, because now we know who he really is behind closed doors. And now when I won't broke, okay? So let's call it like it is. Whether I have money or not. So, truth of the matter is, I'm glad I thought that he was sleeping with. She did the V. Civiano, the black skin chick that was sleeping with Don Sterling. She recorded the Superhead Friend, okay? Which makes a lot of sense. That Superhead Friend, she put that book. Okay, point is, who's also mixed with Latina and black and white, from the Caribbean. That's her family. She's part Puerto Rican, okay, and part Jamaican and Danish, or something like English, whatever her family tree. Scott, something like that. I remember I read the Superhead book, you know what I'm saying? Her mama's side and her dad African descent. Okay, so therefore we know. So, point is, Superhead is Kareem Stephens, Confession via Vex. Okay, they call it Superhead. All right. And I love me some Superhead, okay? Oh, I read that book. I said, "Dang!" I was trying to be realistic, but I go ahead and admit it. I said, "Dang! I wish I was in that book. I let her suck it. Let me stop." Anyway, I'm so sorry. Y'all know be disgusting. And then I'll go with Superhead. She fine. Shoes. I'll do her shoes. Lord forgive me, but damn. Anyway, point is, I love some Superhead. I love Chris. I'm sorry. Superhead, my name exactly is. And she, at this time, at the hotel down in Beverly Hills at 2 o'clock in the morning, and I had all type of rubbers. Let me stop. And I had some music, and I was doing it real good. Let me stop. All right, that was page number 186. And Confession via Vixen Part 2. Anyway, point. I'm sorry, y'all. I've been changing subject, but that's B. Stevian, the black skin chick. Her and Superhead are friends. That's who recorded Don Sterner when he did the LA Clippers. The one who was saying all the racist stuff. Yes. Okay. Well, anyway, Hulk Hogan's thought had recorded when they were doing their thing. Okay, he was getting his little stone. Okay, with the stop, she recorded him saying the N word. Okay. And I'm sorry, I'm not The Rock. I am the Meyer of The Rock. The Rock is my role model. Talking about Dwayne Johnson, and I'm from Houston, and I'm camera skin like what's his name, George Foreman. But I'm not him, and I'm not him. I'm not The Rock either. So I call it like it is. Call. All right. So no. You know damn well all them years. You born 1953 for when you saying close my dad's age. You know damn well you use that N word for racial slurs. Okay, so if I wouldn't. No, no. I'm glad I didn't do all that stuff as a little kid. Want to dress like Hulk Hogan. Okay, I'm glad I didn't do that. Okay, back in the 80s. I'm 38 years old. 30 years ago. Anyway, when I was 8 years old. Okay, and point is, okay. So truth of the matter is, that's why. So when Justin Bieber said those things, yes, I understand at that age you should be knowing that's wrong. But I see that he changed. And just like I defended Muhammad Ali, at least when he was older, okay, the difference between Muhammad Ali, not because of color situation, because he's African and Irish, okay, you gotta understand, in the 60s, you couldn't trust many white people, or call it like it is, okay, back in the 60s and set in those days, okay. And I'm not for black nationalism. I'm not for white nationalism. I'm not for the Nation of Islam. Y'all know I'm very anti-Nation of Islam. I'm very anti-KKK, okay? And I know the Klansmen down here in Texas, but not in Dallas. I'm not from Dallas. They H.L. Hunt is the one who support Nation of Islam. That's why they write all these books about books of black men, what the rules. And first of all, you fight for my freedom. Let me make my own rules. Don't make the rules for me. Okay, as African American, French, Spanish, English, or the American man, mixed camel skin man, I don't need nobody making rules for me. Not on my own mama and daddy, not no white man, no black, whatever. I make my own, Hispanic, whatever. I make my own rules. Okay, you fight for my civil rights. I don't need you to tell me what I can get. I need to measure to your stupid ideology. Now that being said, when he joined Nation Islam, that is a cult. They brainwash people, just like the David Koresh cult, the Jim Jones cult, just like the KKK. They can't brainwash them folks too, okay, and Nazis. So when he was doing all this stuff, and he left his wife for that high yellow woman, okay, because they wasn't, none of them were dark skinned, and the woman he had before, and I don't get wrong, but it's called like it is. He was doing two things with the black nationalists who have no power but controlling people and intimidating people mentality, and the white side who controls society power, keeping African American people in a place after the integration bill was signed. As he got tired doing that, can tell when he left the Nation of Islam and became a Muslim outside the Nation of Islam, whatever, he started to see that he had a crowd of people who were white who loved him as a fighter. Especially when he was cooning against Joe Ferguson and making fun of his dark skin with that monkey thing. Okay, all right, Gorilla Manila stuff. Okay, let's don't forget that, right? He was doing a hope tale, so he was saying that as well. So you gotta understand, when he had Parkinson's disease, he realized he had children. One of his, I think, sons married a white woman, whatever. Something like that. He started seeing more crowd of people who actually support more Africans. Remember when he lost everything was broke, and he had to go for himself independent. It's remind me of my story. He had to realize that not everybody that African American was on his side. Okay, was his friend. So he had white friends and white people, and it changed his mentality that he no longer had to be racist towards African American people, even though he grew up at a time he couldn't trust his other side of the family tree, the white side. And the reason why I said it, because folks do not know that in Muhammad Ali, in 2009, when I was turning 30, or when I was 30 years old, he went to Ennis, Ireland. And all those white people were his great-grandfather, who was not a slave master. His great-grandfather, who was Irish, white man, came to America, married a free woman of color, a black woman, a mixed black woman, one of the two, pure black or full-blown mix. And that's how his Grady, old Grady, yes, that's I think the last name. So when he went there, I know he felt a lot of tears, all from growing up getting called a nigga from people who look like that in the United States and come to the other side of the country, of the world, excuse me, that he was not called nigga. And all these white people who are Irish. And one thing that brought me a little closer to home, when I found out my fourth grandmother was a white woman, English and Irish, and I got white cousins here, and even in Houston, I met my Asian adopted cousin on that side of the family. McCombs was one of the last names in the family, which is Irish. It brought me not tears, but got me something inside that not everybody of Caucasian descent is a racist and see me less than the person. That I was told from both white racist people in the South and also African descended people who want segregation so bad, that mess, that one drop trash. That not all white people for the white racist society, and not all white people are for one drop rule and keep it at the bottom. So when I tell people that Muhammad Ali went to Ireland because if he was racist, he would never go and park in the seats as sick as he is, went to Ireland to go see his other part of him that people would not look at him as part of. So do y'all get my point? That's why I advocate multiracial identity, and that's why I don't have that one drop mentality and black nationalism and black this and that. And Black Lives Matter is not a black nationalist organization. It was founded by a white Jewish billionaire white man named George Soros. So y'all stop that mess about black nationalism and black nationalism, because one thing that black nationalists do not believe in integration, and Black Lives Matter is an integrationist movement. It has white people in it. Nation Islam don't. The only Nation Islam, the copy of it is not true Nation Islam. Is when Wallace Muhammad, which is Elijah Muhammad's son, when he left because they had two different things. One believed that Wallace Fard, the founder of Nation Islam, who was mulatto or either Turkish, wherever he was, a high yellow out looking passport, whatever, that he was a dark skinned man, or part Asian, part white guy, that found Nation Islam, that he was God, and Nation Islam, and the true Islam do not believe that a man can be God. That's why they look at us Christians back, we believe that Jesus is God, okay? So y'all get my point, he's a prophet. So that's what separates the two, father and son. And because he believed that the Master Fard, aka Fat Master Fard, was God, okay, it was Allah, okay. So that's a difference. But the Nation Islam, they are fully African American. The only ones that's in Mexicans got African too is Abel Muhammad, and I met him. And to be honest with you, yes, I did. Back in 2014, let me tell my stories. I was helping out with Obamacare. Um, the Obamacare here in Houston, doing volunteer work. You know, you on puppet house, you gotta do community service. And so when I was helping out with the Obamacare at the Martin King Festival, in 2014 in January, excuse me, sorry, that Monday at Discovery Green. I never forget that. I don't know why the Nation Islam. Y'all know the brother that's my complexion to be on the Divide show. I met him. I was trying to be cordial and nice, so I shook his hand, the dark skinned brother with them, and Abel Muhammad, the Mexican American man who's part of Nation Islam. Do you think I want to shake their damn hands? All three of them? No. These two, they're for against my freedom, and they paid by H.O. Hunt to go against my freedom. I'm supposed to, because one thing I don't like both, and one thing when Malcolm X left Nation Islam, not to change the subject, he said there was impact with the KKK, and it's no different because Marcus Garvey, who's a founder of Black Nationalism, had that meeting with Edward Clark, something I forgot his name, who was a Klans member back in June 25th, 1922. So this is set up to put this black hotep shit to tell me what my place is and not let me make a decision on my own as an individual. You get, because I have one drop of black blood. Do y'all see why they for? Okay, so that's why we can go in detail this. So the real reason why that I defended what's his name, Muhammad Ali, because as a grown man before he passed, God rest his soul, he did change his life to the point he went to a white country where his part of his roots from to meet white people who greeted him, who was happy to see him. Unlike Hulk Hogan, what black in him is his inflammatory? If he do, is he gonna admit it? He's gonna go to Nigeria and meet African people or African American people in the South. That's his inflammatory. No, he's not. And when he meant that stuff on that tape, that was the real him. That's not the fake. The fake him was on, we see on WWE and WWF, that we thought that he was our friend when he wasn't. That's a different scenario. That's the same thing why I feel about Selena Gomez. I don't like that woman. I'm starting listening to another sad love. No, that's Tony Braxton. I love it like a love song. I supported Selena Gomez over the years. But after she did, so that was her real thing, okay? Her real self coming out. Justin Bieber changed his life around after that N word comment. And it takes him that young, okay? Because remember, races of all colors are taught from childbirth. So it takes them that young to change. The only reason why I don't like the fact that Justin and Selena are together, because Justin, yes, I admit, I defended him when he was in jail. We got locked up. And folks, I had this white man from Australia, New England, New Zealand, whatever, was bashing me, for defending. Well, of course, we both spoiled people, so I gotta be there, okay? I can relate to all that level, okay? God dog, okay? But Justin Bieber did not want Selena Gomez, okay? And I kind of feel that sometimes Justin, and I'm going to critique this, that he is like a little player. Once you was Sophia Richie, who looked like a white woman with that bleached blonde hair, who is partially black due to her dad, who's partially black as well, who's lighter than me, I'm a Lionel Richie, okay? All right. Okay, so y'all get my point. And I kind of feel that Selena was shocked that someone was partially black. Okay. And don't forget they got some black in Mexico down there. Okay, down there in Colombia, Mexico, besides Spanish and Native. Okay? Oh, well, that old Negro nose of hers. That someone came out looking like a white woman and can bleach her hair blonde and pass for a white woman, too. Okay? So, point is talking about Sophie Richie. Okay? To see, I can't talk about Michael Jackson kids. No, that other mess. Okay? We can make kids. If I have a white woman in my family tree, I have white ancestors in my family tree, and you don't understand. You have folks as black as this battery charger for my phone, okay? Who had master's babies, okay? Who came back and passed white and act like they wouldn't have no black in them either, okay? So my point is, that can happen, okay? So stop being ignorant because you want someone to be black and out. I'm not for black and out. You will never preach that mess because it's a false narrative and it's also a bigoted and stay your place near the barrel. I make my own place as a free man of color. You don't make my own place for me, okay? I'm not a slave to nobody. So that's the whole reason why that I don't believe in that mess. So if I go with a white woman and have my kids come out with different, it can happen. Especially if I have white ancestry in the past. And I'm not black ass. Come on. Look at this. Okay? So the point is, I get my point. So that's not a shot. It's Michael Jackson before the vitiligo had my complexion. That makes sense because he didn't have no. Okay? Point is, he wasn't black as his thing. He wasn't purple as the thing either. So point is, called like it is. So y'all stop being ignorant and trying to wish we all 100% black. Our DNA ain't gonna change 100% black for your dumb asses. Okay? So call like it is, take it or leave it. So, the truth of the matter is that I kind of feel that Selena was kind of jealous of that. Okay, I'm sorry because she was all capable for Taylor, and one thing I noticed that I don't see the dad talking as much. Talking about her dad, Mr. Gomez. I see the white mom, and everybody was saying the same thing about Mariah Carey about her part black and part Hispanic dad. Okay, God rest his soul when he was alive. Roy Nunez Carey, because Nunez was the paternal grandfather of Mariah Carey's from Venezuela, and he came from Venezuela to in the United States and married an African-American woman named Haley Cole. Talking about Roberto Nunez, changed named to Robert Carey, and that's how her dad came in the world. And he and her dad, who's black and Hispanic, come and married an Irish American woman named Patricia Hickley, and that's how they all three of her sister who's on dope who's HIV positive, and the other one Morgan. Carrie, that's her brother. I think either he's the first one or either Allison, and that's how Mariah came in the world. Okay, so she's the last child. She was spoiled. No one we can relate. Okay, so the point is, and she a diva, and I'm a diva. So that's why I know see Mariah Carey. It's my Nubian Latin Irish queen. So anyway, point is, so it is what it is. So y'all get my point that Justin Bieber is like a player, okay? So, but I think, and I could be wrong, that Justin Bieber maybe is serious about marrying Selena because she was in love with him, Okay, and let me let you know, as a man, we want a woman that love us. If we did wrong, you're gonna feel bad about that, okay? But she chose to go back to Justin Bieber, and but I don't understand why would you go with Weekend. I think the Weekend was being played. I'm sorry, Weekend, and I can't feel my face. Okay, you can't even feel your face now, bro. Okay, point is, and I like that song, making fun of you because I'm a big fan of the Weekend. I said last year to leave that thought a long time. I Selena Gomez, no offense to her mama, okay, but I don't like what she did, okay. Leave that thought alone. I said she only used you to get her fan base back because what she said. Okay, so she gonna date someone accurate sent. Okay, she no different than Camille. I can't stand that bitch either because it was Narami was going through a lot because of that Portia, okay, who's Mexican and Cuban, no different than song One Time Metal that Wyclef Jean saying they wanted Lauren Hill said her part. Parents from Cuba part Mexican because she is. A lot of folks don't know Camila Cabello is part Mexican too. Okay, she's part Cuban and Mexican. Her parents were born in Mexico, born in Cuba. One of her parents from and family from Mexico came to Cuba. Okay, call it like it is. I'm already doing all this research on this family tree. And then she did all that racial stuff on there and got folks caught making fun of Rami, so I had to take my camera skin sister side, okay? So the point is, I had to take her side, okay? So that's what I'm saying. So she trying to use a brother to go with and then try to get her fan base for African American to win her back to her fan base. Well, she didn't win me back at all. Okay, she didn't win me back. She didn't win me back at all. And she didn't win this war. She didn't win no victory with me. She won a victory with y'all folks who don't know, they don't do the tea like I do. But I keep up with the tea, and I know that she didn't win me back at all. Okay, she would never win me at all. Okay, because she wrong for that. She in her 20s. She know what she did wrong. Okay? And I have to be Kaya up, act like I'm Kaya from Motor Mouth Kaya on her show with T.S. Madison, but I'm going to have to go all real with her. Okay? So, truth of the matter could be me and Kaya could be cousins. And the point is, my neck and my back. She have her own TV show. She wanted roasted, what's her name? Toya, and Lil Wayne's daughter. So the point is, they have it all together. Point is, truth of the matter is, that's the whole reason why I don't feel sorry for this bitch. Sorry, comment. I'm sorry. I don't like what she did. Okay, when you hurt a community, I just no. And we don't forget that people spend money on your concerts of the community. That's why I had so much hostile towards Selena Gomez. Now, but I had to defend the fact that she's an adult. She didn't make her own decisions. She's not a little girl no more. I'm in a situation because of uh co codependency, forced and codependency. That's why I'm in financial situation and don't have a car because of family making me codependent on them and narcissistic behavior. Okay, so when you see this, it wasn't for, remember, the meal ticket was Selena, but her mother controlling her life is not helping her. It's not. It's pulling you away, and us Leos, like Winnie told Sissy, she'll leave you. Okay, so when they love, it's no different than also another Leo will jump in. It's the day after Whitney Houston's birthday is Vincent Guerrero. Okay, grab your teacups about to do another history lesson. That's my hero, who's Afro Mestizo, second president of Mexico, who banned slavery in Mexico. He told his father, "I love you, but the country comes first." And if he didn't have that mentality, the Mexico will still be controlled by Spain because he fought the war, and Mexico will still have slavery by the white Spaniards. Okay, it took an African mestizo to come in and ban slavery in Mexico. A Leo, okay, an August Leo, just like me. That's why we will stand up to against. I don't believe in horoscopes, but what they say about us Leos is very correct. I'm sorry, especially in my life, I will stand up to those who are against me. Okay, even if you do have a title. Okay, we are our own independent leaders. We're creative. We're all that. So I'm sorry, because Selena Gomez is a July Leo, and I have to call it like it is. Okay, we don't have that submissive mentality. You try to make a Leo submissive, you're gonna have hell on you. To offensive, I'm making fun of her mother. It will go to the hospital because I remember my family. You kidding me? No, I'm not kidding you. What it is, just like my family used to tell me, they have an imaginary character they want the person they're trying to control to live up to. And they cannot realize that imaginary character does not exist. So they'll do all the mean, evil behavior and call it good, thinking because they have a title that is overlooked by the Almighty when it's not. They call it a scandal, okay? To throw into a secret because it's sin. You sin against me, it's you, it's still sin, okay? Don't matter if your title changed, the title don't change, okay? So since Lena did not live up to the imaginary character of her mother, that's why she went to the hospital. And my advice to the mother, who's same age my sister, I think y'all born 75. Okay, point is, I'm born 79. I ain't got no kids yet, but you need to let go. It's affecting your health. That imaginary character and your expectations is not in Selena's life. It's not going to. It's going to make matters worse. If Justin's going to do her wrong, she has to learn it on her own. Okay? As a grown woman. Okay? That's all I have to say. Because you can't control her. When you gone, who can control Selena Dean? That's my question. Who can control Selena Dean? Nobody, the government? Well, she had to follow Lou, but who can control Dean? Okay, she got to learn that on her own. And Selena, I don't know what it is about Justin Bieber, but he ain't, no offense. I mean, I'm sorry. I don't want to be disgusted. It sounds like she missed something. Okay, I'm going to be nasty. Okay, you know, the last video I was nasty about when I roasted her for what she said. But I'm sorry. But I think there's no more. I think it's in the heart. It's not with a lot of ways. It's the heart because you're going to couples therapy. You're trying to work it out, and maybe it is a calling from God to marry Selena. I'm talking about Justin Bieber. Stop being thottish. Stop being a male thot. Stop being a hoe. You know, start to try to go ahead and get married. And hopefully, in God willing and blessing, that they do have a good marriage. Even though I don't like Selena Gomez. Okay? I don't like what she said, but maybe she is changing. You know, we all gotta get changed. I mean, on time I forgive a person if they automatically had changed and they're not fake it. That's the reason why. But usually I don't. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it is what it is. So, to the mother, my prayers go out to you. You know what I'm saying? I feel sorry for you, but you need to let your daughter go. She not a little baby no more. She gotta learn her own way, and she mess up. That's part of life. Okay? Because you can't baby your daughter at the age 18. That's all I'm saying.